My crafty friends, how is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well and having a good day. This is Sheree. Welcome to my channel. I'm here today, as the title probably says, by subscriber or viewer request, and that is to answer or demonstrate something that I was asked about, and that is keeping the little golden spine. I'm sure there's more than one way to do it, but I've recently done it and I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this book today, so that's why I'm showing you this. Barbie and the Secret Door. I thought this was a really pretty kind of, I've never done a Barbie journal, and I thought this would be pretty, and I would be able to use a lot of my colorful papers in here, and it would be fun and maybe even kind of summery. So yeah, I'm going to demonstrate on this, but I want to show you what I've done. So this is what I've done now. There's two ways to go on this, so, or not, there's probably more than two ways, but this is what I would, if I were going to do it as two ways, this is how the two ways I would do. And this is one of the ways, and it's Traveler's Notebook style, where you use elastics. So here's the front of the book, the original. This is Sleeping Beauty. And then here's the golden spine, the original golden spine, and here's the back. So this is what it looks like when it's all said and done. And Traveler's Notebook style, by that I mean that, I use the elastic, so you can see there's a little bit of elastic here, there's a little bit right here, and a little bit coming out right here. This is the closure part of the elastic, so it just, you can go up or down with this, but that's the closure, so you just open it like that. And then the inside is, on this particular Traveler's Notebook style, is the elastics run on the inside where you could put your signature, so you can put as many as you want. But I have done, let's see, how many did I do in here? I think I did 3. 1, maybe I did 2. 1, 2, I did 2, okay. I think I did 2, okay. But anyway, so the elastics run down in the middle of the signature, and that's what this is right here. They go through holes that come through on the outside here, and so you don't see too much of the elastic on the outside, a little bit there like I showed you, but that means that the signatures are completely removable. You can remove a page like this, or you can remove the whole signature, work on pages, rearrange, put them back in. So that's what I'm going to show you today, and that's what I've done. But I have seen other people do this same thing where they turn the spine inward, I'm going to say inward like this, and do it like a regular journal where you're making a new spine and you're putting fabric or whatever on there, and you do a 3 pamphlet stitch or a 5 pamphlet stitch, whatever you want to do. So you can do it with the pamphlet stitch, or you can do this Traveler's Notebook style. So today I'm going to show you, because that's why I do this type of, I like to use the Traveler's Notebook style with this type of spine, although I wouldn't, if somebody wanted me to make a journal and keep the little golden spine, I would definitely, do that for someone if they asked, in particular as far as they're going to buy the journal, and you know what I mean, if they committed to buying a journal and they say, but I want the sewn in signatures, the 3 pamphlet stitch or whatever, I would totally do that for someone. But for me to do it, I like to do these type. And by the way, this one, I have done a flip through of this one. It has this beautiful sparkly, because it's Sleeping Beauty, she's a princess, so she has to have a sparkly, beautiful sparkly tassel like this. So anyway, this one is in my shop, by the way, and it's, there's a lot packed in there. If you want to look back for Sleeping Beauty flip through, it's on my channel. So back to Barbie. So I have here just a few tools. I mean, this is not really easy. I'm just going to probably show you in a very careful and gentle manner so that we don't tear anything. But I have two types of staple removers. This type here, where it has just this little part on the end that you kind of go under the staple like that. So it's this type of staple remover. And then I have one of these in case I need it, little chomper kind. And I have a pair of little pliers. These are my jewelry pliers. So that's really all I have out here, except for, you know, I have some cardboard to reinforce the spine when I'm done. I have my glue here. I have my paper cutter in case, my scissors and my usual stuff in case I need to. I have some tape here too. But let's just see how we do on this. I'm always like, I haven't done it a lot, so I'm kind of going to be like, let's be careful here type of thing. So I picked a book. I have two books out here, but I'm not going to show you the other one right now in case I need to. But you can see the front of the staples in here, usually through the, and then you can see the back too. So you can see where the staples are. And I usually pick one where the spine is, you know, you can see this is all together. There's nothing, you know, this is not, this little golden part's not coming off or anything. But I did one once, and I don't remember which one it was. But this little golden part was just up a little bit, and I just glued it back down with some art glitter glue or, you know, whatever glue, some good glue, so it would be permanently, you know, reattached and fixed. But it wasn't like the spine was coming apart. It was just a little golden part. Just that little papery little golden part was separated a little bit. Like all I needed to do was glue. It was like a piece of paper that I needed to glue back down. And I don't even think it was ripped or anything. It's just the paper, like right here at the bottom, was loose for some reason when I got it. Okay, so let's get started on this. So first of all, I'm going to, let's go to the back. Okay, because if we can get the back out, then we are on our way. So I'm going to take my this little staple remover with the little kind of thing that pokes out there, and I can see where my staples are. I'm just going to see if I can slide this under here and start prying this cover off of the staple. Okay, and you can almost like pull it off, but again, you want to keep this all together. So I don't want to mess up the book. I don't want to separate the spine. I don't want to damage the golden part. So basically, I'm just trying to get the pages out of here. So it's a little bit hard to show exactly, but I'm kind of loosening up that staple there, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's coming loose. Let me see if I can loosen this one up. Now this one's loose, and I might be able to just pull it off the rest of the way. And let me loosen this one up a little bit. I'll open. See, I need it closed so I can see where the staple is, but that means you can't see so well under here. But I need to kind of like this so I can see where the staple is. So if you do it, you'll know. You know, if you try it with me or later on, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. You need to see where the staple is because you don't want to pry up the wrong part or loosen up the wrong part. Okay, so I'm kind of sliding it under here and twisting a little bit to kind of just start that staple to straightening up. Now let me see what happens if I pull a little bit. Like I imagine I probably almost do this different every time just to, you know, like figure it out per book. Like I probably don't even have a set way to do this. Okay, so that's good. Let me see if I can loosen it up a little bit on this side, which is the front side. I just don't want to mess up the cover. So I'm again pulling and I'm pushing this in and turning a little bit like that on either side and in the middle of the staple, because I can definitely see the staple here. And if I weren't on video, I probably would almost just pull it off, but I don't want to, you know, I'm trying to be extra careful since I'm on video. All right, I guess, probably. Okay. See how it's ready to pop out. See, I don't want to like pull on this and then just rip it, you know what I mean? Rip the cover apart. Oh, here it comes. Okay, see, it just popped out then. See, I guess you could see how I have a hold of it, but it just popped right out. So let's do this, do that up here. I have my fingers, my thumbs on either side of the staple, and my fingers here, and I'm just kind of pulling it apart so that I'm kind of holding onto the book or onto the spine so I don't rip it apart, but I am pulling on the staple. This one's a little harder. Here, let me do a little bit more prying on this one. All right, there we go. I think I might have loosened it up. There we go. I think that might have done it. Okay. All right, a little bit more pulling. Let's see if there it goes. Okay. Okay, we've got it. We've got it. So now I'm just going to pull off the pages. See, the staples are right here. Well, let me pry off. I'm straightening the staples so that we don't rip anything. And see that the pages are all over. See, this is one side of the book. There's the metal paper in the middle. It's just paper, so you have to be really careful. The golden part, and then the staples and the pages are back here on this, which is actually the front of this book. So I'm going to pull these off. I straightened up the staples so this can just pop off now. There's the back second signature, and here is the first signature. Okay, and now you can do one of two things. You can cut these off, or you can just fold them down. So let me get my my wire cutters. I was just going to fold them down, but let me see about also cutting them off. Let's see. I think I've done both, probably. See, it's a little hard to get a hold of them and try to cut them off. Well, no, that one just popped off after I did that. Okay. I just did that and it just popped off. Okay. See, you kind of got to play it by ear and just figure it out as you go along. But see, it's not hard. You just got to be careful. So, and if it doesn't pop off like that one did, like this one doesn't want to seem to loosen up. Or if you're, maybe you don't have strong, you feel like maybe you have arthritis or, carpal tunnel or, some kind of finger or hand problems. That one cut off and now it popped and went flying. So make sure you have eye protection on. Have some eye protection. I have glasses on right now, so that's my eye protection. I always have my glasses on. But that one's popping off. See, I don't mind one way or the other, whether it's cut off. See, it's flat. I've got my little wire cutters right down to the wire, and we're going to put a piece of cardboard over here too. But I just want to go, share that step with you and not stop here so that you can put the cardboard down and go from there. But here we are. So at this point I would be very careful because all you have in here is just paper in the middle. There's nothing there, just the golden little paper. So I would be very careful there. I've got a little bit of a split right here. But I will, when we put the paper on, that will be glued on, the cardboard on the inside, that will be glued together. And I'll show you in just a second. Let me show you now. See the little bit of a split there? It's just like a little tear. The paper's all there. It's just a little tear. So, and I have done it where I haven't gotten any tears, but I'm just showing you, the cold hard truth here, how it is. So I want to see if this, so you got to make a little piece of cardboard, or you could, what I would advise is, see these the little golden part here, the cardboard part is pretty thick. All right, but you're really going, when you put the elastics in, well, you're going through the cardboard on the bottom and the top, and in the middle for the closure, you're going through the middle, which is paper and cardboard, because you're going to put cardboard in here. But anyway, I wouldn't put a really thick piece of cardboard in here, because then you're going to have this kind of thick cardboard and another thick cardboard to go through. So this is a thin cardboard. And you got to make sure it's not too wide because you still got to be able to bend your spine and open and close your pages. So this one is perfect, probably because I had it from another little golden book and I made more than one or something. But yeah, it'll fit in there perfectly. I've got, you know, space for my covers to bend. So now let's just, I'll glue it down and then cut the end off. I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac so that it is nice and strong. When I actually make this into a journal, I'll put some fabric, you know, pretty fabric over here next. And if I put any paper in here, I would do that, you know, I'd do all that process. That's another, you know, when I start making this into a journal, that's a whole other thing. I would make sure, you know, that little split I have right here, try to make sure it's flat and not like curling up inside so that you can't flatten it out on the inside. Okay, so let's get some glue down here. See, so this whole part is going to be covered up. If it is messed up at all, it's all going to be covered up, but, you know, let's just see how we do here. So some glue here where the cardboard's going. And I'm going to put some in the middle where that little papery golden spine is, all down the middle, and on that part that's torn. So it'll be glued from the inside, and then I'll probably put a little glue on the outside too. Get your edges real good, okay? Remember, this is all going to be covered up, so if you get a little bit of glue, like say out here on your book cover, unless you're not going to cover it up, but I'm going to cover it up so it won't matter. Fabri-Tac's very strong if you're using Fabri-Tac. I'm going to even up let's even up the top, and then I'll cut the bottom off. So let's get this down into the glue. The top is even. And I'm just going to make sure this is all nice and pressed into the glue. And I'm going to close this up. Oops, I moved it down a little bit. Let me move it back up. And bend it where it's going to bend. Okay, press it down again. And you might want to make sure, I guess I can go ahead and cut this off. Let's see, where's my scissors? Where are my scissors? That is weird. Hold on. Okay, I don't know where my scissors are, but I have some here. Just not the scissors that I'm thinking I have here. That are always here, so. Okay, so I want to see this from the outside, and I really need to leave it alone. At this point, leave it alone until your spine dries, but because you can always come back and do this side later, because I'm probably going to need, after I cut this off, so I'm going to cut this little piece off. I'm going to need to go back and make sure it's in the right spot, make sure I didn't move it. Okay, all right, so that's off. Now, so you don't see any cardboard from the outside. Okay, let me make sure this is in the right spot. Yeah, still looks good. Okay. I don't think I guess I didn't move it. Okay, so it's probably starting to attach. And grab. So at this point, it's reinforced on the inside. See, and when I make this into a journal, I'll put some pretty paper here. Put some fabric over, or I'll put some tape over. We'll do the tape today. We'll just let this dry for a minute or two. We'll do the tape. So I'll put tape over here, then I'll put paper, then I'll put some fabric, and it'll be like a regular inside of a journal. But then I'll do the elastics. Okay, so here you can see the inside cardboard. These can close. There's our little golden spine. You know, it looks good. Okay, so let's see about this little, where we had that tear. See, it already grabbed the golden part where it's like already glued back together. But do I need any glue out here? I'll put a little bit of, since art glitter glue dries clear and it's not shiny, I'll put a little bit here just to make sure that's reinforced. I'll tell you, it's not as flat. See how this is kind of, you can see the golden spine off here. And it's kind of flat. This kind of goes in a little bit, but it's all up to, like, you don't see the cardboard or anything. I don't think yeah, no. I don't see the cardboard, so anyway, but I'm still going to put a little bit of glue in here just to make sure it's nice and sturdy. I'm going to be poking a hole or 2 holes down here, a hole there, and 2 holes up here. And I do that with my crocodile, so it's a nice clean punch just right through, and it's going to be on the strongest part right here, so I don't have to worry about messing that up in the future. But anyway, let's see if I can get my glue to flow here. Yeah, here it comes. A little bit. Hold on. Not quite enough. I got a new glue bottle for my art glitter glue because I'm kind of getting tired of this one. I've had this forever. You can probably, I mean, I've cleaned it and, you know, cleaned it and unclogged it and unclogged it and unclogged it. I'm kind of tired of it. So I wanted to try a new, because I get the refill. I don't get this size. I get a big refill and I just keep refilling this one. So I'm kind of tired of this one. I thought, let me try one of those little bottles and see if they work any better than this one. Because you can see I don't even use my metal tip anymore because I'm tired of unclogging it. It really gets old after a while, doesn't it? If you use art glitter glue, you know what I mean. Okay, so let me put a little bit more glue in there and leave that alone because I kind of almost wiped it off. I'm kind of bad about messing with my glue, I think. As far as Sheree, you just need to leave it alone. Okay, I'm going to leave that there and let it glue. Hold on, let me grab something. So, yeah, on my last, where I showed you I was doing the spine and using my tape, I had 2 people give me great tips on cutting tape. And, oh, I think it was 3 people, actually. So you can get, I didn't know there was such a thing as non-stick scissors. So you can get that. Or, and if you want to, you know, get the stickiness off your scissors, if you have scissors like I do where I've used to cut the tape and your scissors are sticky, you can use Goo Gone. And I totally forgot about, I know I have some, or I did have some. I can get more if I don't have any right. They used to have it at Dollar Tree. They probably still do. A little tube of it. I'm trying to get the hiccups here, or I need a drink. But yeah, Goo Gone to get the stickiness off. There is such a thing apparently as non-stick scissors, and maybe we'll try it today. Now this is the kind of tape that doesn't have, well, it kind of does. We'll try it, and apparently maybe some of the tapes you can just tear. So we're going to try to tear this. I never even thought of trying to tear it. I always just assume I have to cut it because it's so thick. But we're going to try to tear it today, and we'll see how that goes. Right on video. I haven't tried it off video yet, so we're going to try it. But anyway, this is good and stuck down now. And this would be my next step when I make this if I was making this into a journal cover right now. And this is a thin, you know, this is definitely probably less than an inch. Let me see. And so this whole piece of tape will cover it. Usually I make 1.5 inch spine when I'm making a new spine. This looks like it's it's right at 1 inch, but this is plenty of tape to cover this whole spine. So, and this is really sticky, like I always say. So, we're going to try putting this down. Kind of don't want it to go over the top, so I'm trying to push it down. But it's kind of uneven, so I might have to cut a little bit off the top there. Put this down. I don't know if this is the kind of tape that tears, so we're going to find out. All right. If it doesn't tear, we'll cut it, but I didn't look into the non-stick scissors yet, but you know, I don't know if I need them, if I can tear this, or if I can get my scissors clean. But yeah, I think I still would like to look into the non-stick scissors, because if they don't cost too much, why not have a pair, right? All right, so that's all nice and glued down. That's going to bend. You can push it into where it bends. You know, where your covers bend there at the spine. Let's see if this tears. That'd be awesome if it did, right? This one's not, well, it's almost tearing. I just don't know if I can tear it. Let me try my ruler here. Let me try my ruler. It wants to stick to my little pad there. Okay, so I know they're probably talking about the other kind with it has more of a webbing in it. That's probably the one that tears better. This one, yeah, no, I can't tear this one. It's starting to tear there, but I don't think I can tear it all the way across. So this is probably not the right kind to tear. But we're gonna just use my scissors here. These little sharp scissors. These cut pretty good. The other ones that I was using aren't quite as sharp as these. These cut pretty good. Okay, there we go. All right, we've done it. So you see, it's not, like I said, I probably made it look a little harder than it is because I was just trying to be so careful. But as you can see, there's not very many steps. If I can do it, you can do it type of thing. Just be careful and kind of work your way through it. Figure it out. And if you do mess up, you can always make it into, just make a new spine type of journal or, glue it back together. Put it back together if you can. But maybe experiment on a book you don't care about type of thing. Okay, so there we go. Ready to go. Ready to make this into a journal. So now there it is. Our new little golden spine. We've kept it, but we've turned it inward. That glue is still drying there, but it's ready to go. That's what it looks like. So cute, right? Yeah, I like it. All right, so that answers that question, I hope. If you have any questions about what I did here today, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, I think I showed you everything there is to show you about this. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And if there's any other questions, let me know and I'll do a by subscriber request video like this one for you to answer your question. If it's something that needs to be, demonstrated on video, that is. So thank you for watching today. And I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.